All right. We got, is this ep
What
6?
are we on? I think it's 7, right?
6, 7, 5?
I think it's
No.
7.
We got a hot ep today.
I think this is season 2.
Season 2. We did take a little bit of a break. I was traveling. We couldn't figure out the schedule. We were going to do a Zoom recording, but that just we could never figure it out last minute.
Yeah, listen.
Busy time for both of us.
Yeah, listen. We're
beginners.
both busy. We're trying our best. We feel that we don't need microphones anymore.
No, we need them.
Because we need them badly.
We need them.
But we're just going to approach this episode in a very zen-like manner.
Yes, I had my tea.
You had his tea.
I can sit like this.
Uh-huh.
Is this Zen?
That's
or is
pretty
this,
Zen.
Well, because this is like Buddhist meditation. But like Zen, I feel, is like more East Asian. But they don't do this.
Yeah, they don't do the finger thing. What does the finger thing do? Do you think
like Spider-Man?
You think like Zen people should be the best at gang signs because they seem to have really good hand signs.
Maybe.
Don't you think? They got
I just want to interrupt this.
Yeah.
Legit sitting in this posture right now, I feel good.
You
I feel like I'm not fucking around. Like I feel.
You feel balanced.
At ease, soldier.
Maybe because that's a very balanced position you're in.
My chakras are one.
Everything's centered. Yeah.
I mean, I got a little.
Yeah, you got I'm sure from running and stuff. Yeah,
with Bill. Huh?
Yeah, Bill.
Gained some weight.
We're both, I think, very healthy currently.
I've gained 5 pounds.
You've gained some weight. Adam
but
is
I'm
overweight.
getting my strength back up. I'm healthier, but I'm eating more. So figure that out.
Okay, well, you're healthier and you're eating more.
My exercise has become a little bit more consistent, but I was traveling.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What can you do? You were just give a little recap where you were.
So I went home for Rosh Hashanah, and then there's like a week in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So I went to New York, did comedy for a week.
Where you got to go?
Had like I think 2 or 3 really solid shows, and then went back home for a day for Yom Kippur, the second big Jewish holiday, and then so Yom Kippur you fast, and then at night you break the fast.
Fuck, I just got a pen on my pants.
Good. That's what you get for wearing shoes inside.
Yeah, I know I'm an asshole.
And I know you asked me, and I know I said it was
Hey,
fine.
I thought you were Zen right now.
I'm Zen. All right. That's a clip.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you fast for 24, 25 hours. You break the fast. After break fast, I drove back to Baltimore 3.5 hours. It was 7 p.m. I got home at 10:30 p.m. The next morning, I got a flight to Chicago at 8:20 a.m. I haven't been home. I slept in my bed for the first time in like 10 days.
Yeah.
And then I left. Went to Chicago for 4 nights. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 nights. Got back here Monday morning.
Damn.
Back to the grind.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Chicago was lit.
That's awesome. And I saw you were like, you did like the Lincoln Lodge or whatever.
Lincoln Lodge.
That's
It's been around.
Cool.
Been around for like 2 years now. 3 killer shows there.
Yeah.
I mean, one was a little weird, but it's supposed to be. But they were all pretty full rooms. They got 3 different rooms. I did the big room Saturday night. The big room, probably 100 people maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't sell out, so it was hard to tell.
Yeah.
But
could have been 3.
Could have been minus 5 people.
Yeah.
But really good room.
Uh-huh.
Had a good show. Got some clips coming from there once they send me my film.
Yeah.
Good crowd work and whatever. From there, fucking hustled over to the next spot. Went the wrong direction because the streets there make no sense. So I got on a bike, went the wrong way. I was supposed to go somewhere in the middle. I ended up going second to last.
Right.
I get there, I'm sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
And I got there like pretty much just in time. I had like 10 minutes to just recoup, like shake out the shirt.
Right, shake it out.
And then I got on set. One of my not necessarily the best crowd or biggest crowd, but very attentive. Possibly one of the best 10-minute performances I've ever done.
Oh, wow. One of
my
good for you.
I felt just everything was clicking. My like good sarcastic asides, everything was clicking. Producer came up to me after. He's like, "Oh, dude, that was great. Let me know next time you're back in town." And it took me like a while to try and get in touch with these guys originally,
right?
And try to get a spot. So now to like go there, crushed in front of someone from New York,
nice,
who happened to be there, who I met a week before in New York at a really shitty mic, but they all are.
Yeah.
And then so now she might help me get spots next time.
It's
in
connection.
New York. It's connects.
Connects.
You got to go all the way to Chicago.
You probably took a connected flight.
I didn't. Direct.
Oh, direct. That's good.
BWI to Chicago? Come on.
That's a direct?
Southwest? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Those are 2... Chicago's a major hub.
It's a hub. Got it.
Hubcap.
Hubby.
Jake's got one thing on his mind, and it is dick.
I love dick. Let's spread that rumor. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll edit that one out.
No.
Keep it.
So,
yes, we're back at it. We're gonna try to keep doing this thing.
oh yeah,
We're gonna.
I think what's good is now
we're
we're both hitting a much simpler time.
Yeah.
We're obviously
more
now
relaxed.
I think our comedy is going to become more busy, but like our day to day, like I think work right now for both of us is more chill.
Yeah.
Travel is going to be a lot more chill. I am going away again in like 2 weeks, but just for like 2 days.
There he goes again.
I was going away again, but like we're not having these big. Like I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks.
It's been a while. Yeah,
I saw you last night though.
People don't. Yeah, you saw me last night. People don't realize like when we recorded those last 2 episodes, we recorded 2 in 1. So really, it's been over a month.
No, it has not.
It feels like that.
No way. We're recording on a Sunday. I'm gonna check the calendar.
Yeah, check it. But regardless,
Check spot.
it's been a little while, but that's good because now we have a lot to talk about,
Rosh
and I think
Hashanah.
we'll get somewhere. It's
Yeah,
your turn.
honestly, I don't even fucking remember when we filmed. My turn for the food?
Yeah, your turn.
I
for
got
the
some
theme.
food for
All right,
you.
Adam's gonna go get
I gotta
whatever.
come out this way.
Yep, he's gonna come out that way so he doesn't kill the camera.
I'll kill you. Alright. Let's give you a lap dance.
Yeah, I know that was pretty nice. I feel good.
Oh, fuck. I only got one plate because I forgot to do the dishes.
Well, we can just do like a fake food thing, like they do on like a late show. They like show the process of making the food and then the finished product they've had the whole time.
I've got one clean plate.
Yeah, just use it. Whatever.
We'll share?
I'm not that hungry. So.
Alright.
All right, we're gonna share.
I cheated a little bit.
Have you ever heard of comics sharing something? Never, right? This is the first.
I share other comic jokes.
Yeah, and we share. Yeah, we share each other's punchlines. We every now and then we'll just take each other's jokes.
Not homemade. I just put it in the oven.
Is that another?
Dude, I just love fucking pie.
You guys can't
said
see.
You didn't eat that. You said you ate a lot earlier, so I took the liberty of doing what I fucking want.
Yeah, he does what he wants. It's his place. I'm just here for the ride.
So before it was like.
Can they hear this?
Yeah. I can hear.
Okay.
You know what? Keep them busy.
All right, I'll keep you guys occupied. I know I'm very entertaining. We just did a show last night again at Max's Tap House. It's very exciting what's happening in Baltimore comedy. I'm not gonna talk about it. I know we're gonna keep it for later, but I just wanted to hint at that because it is very exciting what's happening in Baltimore with comedy. So we'll keep you guys posted. I'm gonna check my camera real quick because I heard a noise. It's still going.
Good.
But yeah, he's still slicing up that pie over there.
Oh, dude, these are great slices.
Too bad we only have one plate.
Don't worry
It's a
about
shame.
it.
I'll use a paper towel or something.
I got tin foil.
What kind of pie is this?
Pumpkin.
Oh, see, that makes sense. Pumpkin pie. It fits the times
Spooky season.
of where we're spooky season. People love using that term now, spooky season.
I've been using it for a couple years.
Why? I don't know if I like spooky season.
I like everything.
Spooky season.
This is like my favorite time.
It's Halloween time.
Mid-October through like mid-December. Best time of the year.
Yeah, I like the temperature.
I guess really through New Year's.
I like the original temperature shift, but then once it gets like really, really cold, it kind of sucks again. I saw a tweet, this isn't my joke, someone was like, how do guys not get depressed during the holidays? It's like, well, they have football. They have football for that reason, when it's cold. That's how we stay not depressed. I think I get seasonal depression during the winter.
I definitely do, but I made sure, like, I realized that last year was my first winter in comedy.
Yeah.
And comedy kept me sane because it kept me busy and shit.
Yes, yeah, foil. Here, I'll take it.
I should give you the plate.
I'll take the foil. Give me the foil.
I got you a fork.
I like foil. I may not even need a fork.
You're gonna need
I'm
a
gonna
fork.
hand it.
Please don't.
Alright, I won't. It's unprofessional.
You're gonna fucking
Here, come on.
make you dirty. Look at this fucking pie. Look at that.
That is pretty. You make this yourself?
No. I bought it from the store.
Oh, you just gotta say you made it.
I made it myself.
There you go. Adam is a baker.
Yeah.
Adam the baker man.
You might want to move that. Just like move over a little bit.
Okay.
Phone.
Oh yeah, the voice. Oh yeah, the foil is gonna make a lot of noise. I'll be.
We'll be okay.
So tell me about this pie real quick.
We got this from whatever grocery stores over in Fed Hill.
It's what they pay us. Is it a chain?
It must be.
Oh, okay.
You don't know where it's like a Safeway, ShopRite, whatever.
Got it. It's a CVS pharmacy.
Put
they
it,
have great
put it in
pies.
the oven and warm it up a bit.
Ooh.
Solid.
Smells like pie. I don't think I like pie, but I do.
Eat the fucking pie. How we doing?
Oh, it's like moussey.
Yeah. Pumpkin
mousse pie.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Mooses?
It tastes like your candle.
I got a candle. Well, because it's kitchen spice. This is pumpkin spice. Delicious. Yeah. I love the fall flavors, the fall smells, the fall colors. Everything about fall.
I like it. It's good.
So it's favorite time of year. We're all in on fall.
Mm-hmm.
Have a nice fall and not a bad trip. Hey.
So what's in this thing? What's up?
Pumpkin. I don't
right,
know.
put the thing down.
What's bad, Jake?
What's bad? What's good?
No, we start with what's bad.
Oh shit. Out of order. Yeah, so all right, this is kind of on theme for what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
We're eating a delicious pumpkin pie. And my take on pumpkin pie real quick, because it gets into what's bad, is that I like it in small amounts. Like, I like the pumpkin flavor is very intense for me. I feel like that's why it's great in a candle or in a drink, because I think a little bit goes a long way with pumpkin.
Okay.
It's the time of year now where I go back to Starbucks a lot because I like a hot coffee. That's the one thing. I like tea the most.
But I thought you don't like coffee flavor.
I'm getting to that.
He's getting there.
I order like a hot latte. Lattes cut out the coffee a lot with the milk.
The sweet.
Right, the sweet. So I go to Starbucks, and I was in a Target, and there's a Starbucks like in every Target you go to now. They're like monopolizing Targets for whatever reason. It makes sense. White people love Target.
That's right.
I go in there. I order, can I have a hot latte, please? Hot caramel latte. Simple. Simple.
Good flavor.
They're like, sorry, we can't make any hot beverages right now, only cold.
What the whole point is hot.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, Adam, I'm not a barista.
Oh,
okay?
Definitely not.
But don't all coffee start out hot?
No, there's such thing as cold brew, which is when you brew coffee cold. Now, that's different than an iced coffee.
But a latte, you got to make hot to make it cold, don't you?
No.
Are you sure?
Because the latte is...
Are you sure?
Can we phone a friend?
Yeah, can we call a Starbucks? Do you know a Starbucks barista? I'm sure
do.
half the comics are
I know
baristas.
one from college. I actually may not do
anyway, I'm pretty sure.
It's how you prep the milk that makes technically what a latte is.
Right.
Like froth, they're steamed or whatever. You put that in the coffee. So
Got it.
I think they use cold brew.
Got it. But if you're at Starbucks, you can't
But it's also, well, here's the thing. It's also espresso, so it's all different.
Yeah. All right. So anyways... There's more to the story real quick, okay? So we're in the Target. I was like, can I have a hot caramel latte? They're like, sorry, we can only make cold beverages. I'm like, not really feeling that. I'll go to the other Starbucks in the town mall.
No way.
In the town mall, because I was going there after anyways for stuff.
They didn't have hot.
Listen to me. So I'm like, all right, there's no way two Starbucks both struggle with like product flow, like supply chain issues, whatever. I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. I go to the Starbucks in the mall. You know what they say?
No juice?
No cold beverages.
Oh, that's a lot.
Only hot.
That's worse.
Only hot.
Only hot.
Only hot.
They should.
So what Starbucks had only cold, the other Starbucks had only hot.
I mean,
beverages.
eventually you got what you wanted.
That's what I wanted, and I was just like, "What's going on at these? If you can't operate."
Were you with the lady?
I was.
What did she want?
She wanted hot too.
Oh, thank God.
So, and also I think like they were missing certain ingredients. Like they didn't have pumpkin spice or whatever. They're like missing certain things.
Pumpkin. I love pumpkin. Hate pumpkin spice, like lattes, all that.
I love pumpkin spice. I think that's appropriate amount of pumpkin. Just give me the spice.
I just don't like it. I don't like it as the flavor.
But it just threw me that I didn't know this was a problem.
Yeah, it's just the point of Starbucks is consistency.
And if you
go there knowing what you can get and what you want, and it's going to be good or at least the same every time.
Yes.
And now they're missing half their products.
Their products are gone. I don't know what's going on, but it just kind of, I was like, God, this is really frustrating.
That's like going to the underwear section at one store, only briefs.
Right.
And then going to the product, and then another underwear store, only boxers.
It's like going to a pharmacy and like all the mouthwash is gone, but all the toothpaste is there. It's like people, you kind of use, people out of, some people just use mouthwash and some people brush their teeth.
I think you should do both.
This is a true story.
Teeth.
Here's a true story.
Oh, God.
In middle school, there was a time where I only really used mouthwash.
I guess,
And I never had a cavity.
Beginners.
Weird, right?
I think, all right.
I don't know.
Well, brushing your teeth is to get like clumps of food out. Like, food that gets stuck.
Amongst other, keeping them white and stuff, probably. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's all the same.
Yeah.
You flossed, though, in middle school.
I flossed.
Did you floss?
I flossed, and like occasionally I brush my teeth, but I didn't really that much.
All right, let's be honest. The dentists are pulling a quick one on. You want me to floss, brush, and mouthwash?
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
I
think they're just trying to get you on like add-ons. Like when you go to get a haircut, they're like, buy the hair gel. And you know what I mean? Like, buy the hair gel and buy all this stuff. I'm like, what do you really need to survive?
Yeah. It's like the car with the fancy spoiler.
Yeah.
When it's not a performance car, like the leather seats.
I think everyone knows, everyone has that thing.
What we're saying is you should waste money on an expensive car that you don't need and not for your health.
Buy a BMW, don't brush your teeth.
Yeah.
There you go. That's our message. But that's what's bad. What do you got?
So I'm going to mix my what's bad and what's good.
Yeah.
I'm in Chicago. All right.
Windy City.
50th windiest city, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But they call it the Windy City, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Well, full of themselves.
Yeah. It's kind of like they're ranked last.
We're in the Windy City.
Mm-hmm.
We did the 2 shows. It was Saturday, 2 shows. Getting a lift to go all the way back to Hyde Park from Wicker Park. 20-minute drive. Would have been an hour on the train. My friend that I'm staying with at a party. I wanted to go hang out, so I took the lift.
Yeah.
Cool. Take the lift. Get out of the lift. Got to get inside now. Friend's not answering, but there's like 3 people speaking Spanish outside from Spain. They're white.
How do you know they're from Spain?
I could tell.
Okay.
Sometimes they got the dialect.
They're Spaniard.
AP Spanish in high school. So eventually they let me in. I'm like, all right. They were just chilling outside. They let me in. Yeah. Go in the door. Get in the party. Fine.
Okay.
Had to walk some people home because I was like the most sober because I don't know these people.
Yeah.
And I'm like the strong one, whatever. So I walked some people home. Walking back, I lost that phone. Okay. I had this one, but I lost that.
Adam carries 2 phones because he deals drugs.
That's correct.
Keep going.
I lost this phone. Couldn't find it. Start calling it. No one's answering. Called my friends who lived at the house where the party was. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Wake up the next morning, calling it. Nothing. I'm like, I must have left it in the lift.
Yeah.
And it was on airplane mode. Now it's not. So that means someone had taken it off of airplane mode, using it. So somebody came up with the idea, you should track the phone. Because we're called the lift. We emailed him, called them, nothing. Couldn't get it.
Right.
You should track it, see where it is. Just see it in some apartment in downtown Chicago, right in the loop. They're like, fuck, now we got to go get it. But I realized I found my phone. So I was like, let me just call it one more time. I really don't want to show up anywhere. So I'm pissed off, stole the phone. And now we're getting into the what's good.
Okay.
And what's good is really what's weird. Call the number, call my phone, finally answer. I'm like, I've been calling this for fucking ever, pissed off. And I said, hey, this is my phone. I'm locking it right now on Find My iPhone online. I'm locking it. You can't use it. I need to come get it. When can I come? What's your phone number? They start giving the phone number. My friend's punching it into his phone. Punching away.
Yeah.
And he puts the last number in the name house. Like, my friend's like, oh, wait, is this Benjamin?
Wait,
and it was Benjamin.
He's his friend?
His friend was one of the Spanish people that let me in, and they got in my lift after.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Weird shit.
In a city like Chicago?
Big old city. They were at the party.
Wow.
Got in my lift and went all the way back into the loop to go home. They found the phone and they took it so no one would steal it.
No, so they're looking.
I mean, they stole it, but with integrity.
Yeah, integrity to give it back.
Well, here's the thing: how are they going to find me?
That's true. I think
that's my one issue. I still think they should have left it there. I'm lucky
in the vehicle.
Yeah.
You think it's better to leave it in the vehicle?
Because if I couldn't get in touch with them, there's no way they could have gotten in touch with me. But I could have gotten in touch with the Uber.
That's true. Yeah, that is pretty lucky.
So we ended up finding it. We go to that. We go to the apartment, knock on the door, get the phone.
They didn't ask for any money.
No,
like as a little
money.
What if someone's like,
"They sent me on a wild goose
for
chase
$20? You can have it back."
$20. I say, "Fuck you."
If you found a random person's phone and you took it, you wouldn't ask for a little bit of money for them to get it back.
No,
you give it back.
No
with
way.
Integrity. All right, I think this is kind of similar.
Especially if it's like my friend's friend, it's not some stranger, then like...
All right.
You know.
Here's one.
All right.
DeGrom. Mets pitcher. Hits a grand slam and you catch it.
He ain't asking for that ball back. He's hit 100 home runs.
Grand slam.
He ain't asking for that ball.
Game-winning grand slam, and he asks for it. You give it to him for free, you're asking for money.
That's different.
No. You're asking for money, it's a valuable.
He has no right to that ball. He doesn't own it.
What do you mean?
He has no right to that ball. It's a trade. This isn't a trade. This is my fucking phone.
But you didn't have it.
Right. I lost it.
You lost it.
It's like stealing a child.
You lost it.
And then ransoming the child.
Right. It's not your child anymore. It's
immoral to ask for money for the child.
I maybe would ask like, hey,
and that's
how
why,
badly do you love him?
And that's why you get and that's why you get the cops involved. So you don't have to pay. Because it's your child. You own that child. The child's an object.
You're going to bring the cops into this?
Yes. For a fucking phone? This thing... I mean, I didn't...
Careful, recording.
This fucking phone...
Yeah.
They don't come cheap these days. It's an expensive... I mean, this is an 11. It's not a new 14...
You buy it outright, you pay it monthly.
I got a deal.
Outright?
I got a deal.
You stole it from someone, is what you're saying.
I'll talk to you later.
Then you own it. Now you own it.
No, I didn't steal it. I got a deal.
All right.
Let's just say I'm paying for it outright.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
These are expensive to replace. An iPhone 11 right now costs like $1,000.
They cost a pretty penny. Now they're pretty
expensive. So yeah, if he's asking for 20, in some sense it's not that bad, but it should be free. It should be free.
But
what the fuck is he gonna do with 20? This guy lives... Alright, here's another thing. If he's a sketchy dude...
Yeah.
Lives in a shack... Maybe $20 saves my genitals from getting cut off.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
this guy lived in a very fancy building.
He was a mutual friend.
Mutual friend lived in a fancy building. I know his wife's got a good job. That's why they live in the fancy building. He's just a grad
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, because usually the people that have a lot of money, they're the ones that can be the prickly ones. The guys that are going to ask you for more.
But they're from Spain. They're not as cheap as Americans.
Right. I don't know Spaniards too well to comment on their integrity. But this guy had it. This guy had integrity.
But they're thieves with morals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's good for you, though. I was just trying to see where your integrity lies.
Yeah, my integrity...
If it happened to you and you found it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'd only ask for money for the child. Not the phone.
Right.
Child, priceless, but...
People will do anything for him.
Well, only the good ones. This kid can cure cancer. If he can't cure cancer, do you want him back?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What is he going to do for you?
What's good?
Most kids are not going to do anything in the world.
Yeah.
What's good?
Yep.
You kind of hit on it early on, but this really is a big deal to me. Like, my season's over. The season I was a part of in the baseball world.
350 this year.
I almost took Matt Castle's job. It's pretty crazy.
Hell yeah.
No, the Orioles season is over, so I have a lot of free time now, which I'm really appreciative of because, God, it's been difficult not doing comedy this long. It was nice to do it a couple times this week, and I'm going to shoot for doing it every night.
Hell yeah.
This week coming up, because I'm able to.
What do we got tomorrow, Jake? Where are we going this week? What's your schedule this week?
Monday is probably going to be Kyrie's, unless anything changed. I mean, that's probably what it's going to be. Tuesday, Wits, followed by Roberto's.
Doing the double. Welcome back to comedy,
Fells Point Ave. Wednesday, up in the air, but is Tin Roof this week?
Tin Roof and Motor Houses this week.
Right, I'll probably do...
If you really want to hurt your feelings, go to Nottingham's.
Nottingham's, yeah.
And if you want to make the drive and can get on something, still DC stuff going on.
Cellar Door, is that Tuesday or Thursday?
Tuesdays.
So maybe worth trying that.
Get back in the flow first.
And then do that.
Yeah.
Thursday...
Got the Wits.
Wits we know about. Maybe Zissimo's after, probably not. Just do Wits Thursday.
I don't know if there is one Thursday.
Friday... Yeah, Friday, probably Zissimo's. I may go to one of the Baltimore shows. I know your show.
Come to my show. This will be out before then. Meet a Laugh Comedy at Charm City Meadworks. You can follow us at Meet a Laugh Comedy _ MEAD A Laugh Comedy _
Yeah.
Alex Castaigne's the headliner. Come on out.
There you go.
Anyway.
And this is like, almost, how long have you been having the show now? You're getting close to probably a year.
I think this is our... So we had
every month you do it.
March, April, May, skip June, July, August, September, October. This is show number 7.
You're almost at a year.
I want to do something big for the year, but I don't know what we're gonna do yet.
Yeah, I mean, you got time, definitely, but that's exciting, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm excited to get back into it because damn, I need it. I need the depression. Please,
yes,
bring it on. Bring it on to me.
You've been posting.
Bring on the evil.
You made a really happy Instagram post. I'm like, this guy needs comedy. Yeah, he feels too happy. He needs to come in and bomb. And I think last night we talked about it earlier. You started well, but last night I think you got a taste of what it's like to feel bad again. And I'm happy you experienced it.
Yeah, like it put me back on the pole. I was above the pole.
He's stripping now.
I'm doing everything I can for some sign money. If anyone's interested. So did you say your what's good? You kind of did.
I did say my what's good. I can give a
checking the camera real quick.
I can give a more substantial one. I can give a more substantial one, but that's kind of my what's good.
No, I mean we don't have to force it.
Oh, you know what? Here's a real what's good. As I said, I'm going to go back up to New York in 2 weeks. Thursday night. 8 p.m.
What's that?
The Stand.
You're on
My buddy took over producing for someone who moved out to the West Coast.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That's
Give me a little guesty. Little guest spot at The Stand.
Yeah.
And I'll hopefully get some more shows when I'm up there. But Stand Thursday, October 27th, New York City. I'll only do 5 to 7, I think. But I'll crush.
But it's a real club.
Real club, good film. I'll crush.
It'll
get me a real spot on his show in the future. Maybe good connects for 2 others. I'll say this: Justo knows an indie producer who produces in the same room, the upstairs room. He goes up kind of often for it, so it's like, okay, if I can get my friend's co-producer produces another monthly there, so it's like, okay, maybe I can just start.
Well, I think that's kind of how it happens, right? The more people you meet, the more chances you have.
The connections over the past couple of weeks just between New York and Chicago has been really
Those are the hubs, man. Like, that's what...
Yeah. I mean, New York's easy to get to. I can always crash on a couch. And I can crash on a couch in Chicago, too, but it's very far from everything. Where it was an hour public transportation.
Oof. Okay. It's a little far.
Easier than an hour drive, but it's just kind of annoying. So I want to go back to Chicago, but I'd like to stay more centrally located to the comedy, but we got to... find people to go with me then.
Right. You're working out the puzzle.
Yeah. Hopefully back in Chicago by March. That's the goal. But we'll see what happens.
Improv guy now. He's going to do some improv.
Yeah, I'm a big sketch
Broadway, too.
Me?
Broadway. Yeah, you're going to do some Broadway out there. Doesn't Chicago have a Broadway?
They have a theater scene.
Yeah, like a theater scene.
Like right in the downtown, right in the Loop.
Really
cool.
Like I know that
beautiful city. Baltimore needs to... Take notes about Chicago because I'm not going to say we're similar, but we're similar. Old manufacturing, shipping port, lots of crime. But what Chicago did is when they really needed to start to rethink how to build up the city, they put a lot of intention behind everything. Now, where we have the Inner Harbor, they have, water themselves. And what they did is they made this huge green space, and it's gorgeous. Meanwhile, we have a highway running right there and shops right next to it that went out of business because it's ugly as fuck and they're all chains.
Yeah.
So it's like if we it'll be a little mini Chicago right there.
I like that.
And if we modeled Baltimore out of that, at least that area, I think it would be really good and it would just be good for it draws tourism and these big like Grant Park, Millennium Park, the Cloud Gate, right, the Bean.
Right.
That draws so many tourists just for that shit. It's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
But you do something like that here, you're just gonna draw in tourists, draw in money, clean up the city a little bit. Make it nice,
right?
Baltimore never had its day outside of the manufacturing left, and Baltimore's been going down.
The infrastructure hasn't caught up at all.
No,
it's kind of way behind.
The design once manufacturing was gone is poor.
Yeah,
we'll
get there.
Maybe get there. I'm complaining,
but I think we'll get there. Because let's talk about this for a second. This kind of falls into the mensch category. We hinted at how Baltimore comedy I think Baltimore comedy just gone up since we've been in it.
Oh, for sure. I
think because of us, because of our presence,
skill,
and our skill combined, we just bump up Baltimore comedy. But I think
he's being sarcastic.
I'm being very sarcastic. But there's a comedy club that's opening in Fells Point.
Ooh,
our friends are really invested in it, and Matt Hurley and Bill Franks are kind of these guys. They started the Max's Tap House, comedy night every Saturday. They do other shows around Baltimore, and now they invested in an actual space in downtown Fells Point, like the heart of where
the heart of
by.
Baltimore nightlife.
Yeah, just think about that. Like the most amount of people in Baltimore at night. This is the area of which they're in, and they found a place right there in the heart of that.
5-6 shows a week.
Yep, called
I think they might do an open mic there. Get this, I'm gonna start doing roast battles there.
Ooh,
I wanted to run one in here, but I just couldn't get it going.
Yeah,
it's just would have been too much. Producing's already a lot, and producing in your own space, in your own apartment's a lot. But I'm gonna produce the roast battle series there. It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
He did after Max's a couple weeks ago. They did testing their sound system at the port. It was late. It was probably 11 o'clock. The audience already saw some of these comics, and it was still. I'm not saying it was full. It was late, but
yeah.
For a last minute little help us test the sound system out, it still drew some people in. They got good art going up.
Yep.
There, he showed. I stopped in a couple times to check out the progress. He's got a cool little green room, and he's doing labor at the place. Like he's really cooking.
Is there going to be a bar, or is that
BYOB with cork service? So you gotta if you bring like a bottle of wine or something like that, like you have to get a corker.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
He said he might work with the restaurants to do some food stuff. I think over time you can really kind of
expand
shape this into more, not like more legit. Not that it's not legit, but like
very legit.
into the the additives, the add-ons,
the add-ons,
the food, the alcohol, But it is BYOB, so you can probably stop by any place you want, bring your stuff over and have a good time.
Yeah, and
just paying for comedy there.
Yeah, it's in the area of which everything is around, so it's really good.
It also keeps it as no drink minimum, which is huge.
Yeah,
$15. It's what a lot of the newer clubs are starting to do. This will be like a 60, 70 person venue. When you have a 400 person venue, you may need a drink minimum if you don't sell out. This though, it's gonna be hot rooms every night.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and like they're doing really good work, and it's just crazy that
you can't sit still.
It's crazy that it's happened. Like we're actually going to get like a comedy club in Baltimore officially, because like there's like the Comedy Factory, but then like Magoobies is in Timonium. It's not really in Baltimore.
Magoobies is not in the city.
Yeah,
it's a good club. It's got a high ceiling for Baltimore comedy, meaning something to attain to, but it's not going to get you by. It's not going to get the comics by on our day-to-day, weekend to weekend basis, because there's a lot of us, and we can't each host that weekend, one weekend.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't make sense. Only 1 to 2 people can do that club a weekend of the local people.
Yeah, I think
this is it.
This is going to be like the local comedy club.
They're bringing in some headliners.
Right, they're going to get like
we'll be able to host. The local folks will be able to host, and that's good. Those are credits. It's time. It's pay. It's everything.
Yep.
Start building maybe a little bit of a fan base if he starts plugging our Instas there, and when there's a club.
Yeah.
Like sure, we all do bar shows around and whatever, and the Meadworks and Bottle Rock and everything. But we have a legit club, and you're known as the guy who just performed at this club. Like, now you start growing the following and fans and stuff like that. And that's big, too, because that just starts to grow legitimacy.
Right.
Start to,
It's just cool because, like, a lot of people talk about doing stuff like this. Like, I'm going to make a comedy club, or, like, I'm going to do this or do that. But, like, they're actually doing it. It's crazy that you can
they put their own money into it. Mainly Matt put his own money into it. Release this place out, set out an LLC, building a website, everything.
Yeah, he's going all out, which I love,
paying
because
this artist, Lord knows what the fuck he's paying this.
And it's a guy like that's passionate about comedy, that is a comedian himself.
What's the Insta?
That gets it. I think it's like the Port.
The Port or Port Comedy,
something like that. He's gonna pull it up, but like once we'll put it all on the screen too. But you guys,
Port. It is at the Port Comedy.
At the Port Comedy. There you go. So stay tuned for that.
Hopefully by the end of the month, maybe beginning of next.
Yeah.
I want to be here for the first day, so.
I know, I want to be there too.
But I may not be if it's that last weekend.
But yeah, he'll be in New York.
Nah, but I want to.
What do you got for like a mensch?
A mensch? My honorable mensch. I'm gonna shout out a New York comic / producer, Graham Cooper. Graham Cooper, good guy. He put me up on his show last time I was up. Last 2 times I was up. And the last one was just a kick-ass show. He's a fun dude to be around. He's a great dude. invited me to like go. He invited me for the hang. They were going to get food after. I had to run, so I didn't. But now I'm gonna respect the hang. I'm gonna go next time.
Respect the hang.
He's a good guy to hang out with. Good network of comics, and made some more New York connections through his show the other day. I had to bark for his show because I asked for a spot a little too late because my plans were flexible. My plans weren't solidified, so I asked him. Had me bark. Nice. Made some money off the bark. I got a little stipend,
a little cheddar,
a little commish, which was always nice.
Nice.
So I'll be back on his show the 28th at 6 p.m. at the Grizzly Pear. Hoping to try and get an 8 o'clock spot eventually there, but I gotta grow the connects.
Oh yeah, like you're trying to step into different places right now, and I think you're doing a good job. Like I feel like you're in you're in DC a lot more.
Oh, I mean,
you're there, and you stepped even down to like Virginia, like the Richmond area.
I'm still looking to get the good spots in DC.
Yeah.
Virginia, hopefully, Richmond will happen 2023. That's hopefully. I would like to try and make it down there again.
Right
before then, just to like, hey, I'm here. Stuff like that. But I think I'm on the cusp of a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's good.
Once one hits, hopefully that helps the other start. So.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for you. You got some stuff cooking.
What's the mensch?
That's the mensch.
Your mensch.
The port.
I thought that was your what's good. Oh, you menched the whole port.
I menched the port.
This guy's mentioning locations, buildings.
Listen, why does mensch have to stop at a person?
Oh, no, I'm saying you're creative.
I'm trying to think outside the box.
But
also,
wacky. What time are we at?
Where are we at right now?
We're at 36, dude. We're burning.
Right. That's good. I think,
cut it 45.
Yeah, like we don't have to go an hour. Yeah, there's stuff going on. I think, he's got to jack off still. You want to get into bits now?
Unless you got something else to bring up, I'll get in a bit. I got a couple.
Yeah, I mean, we can always do a couple. We don't have to just stop at one.
All right.
All right, what's your bit? You got something?
All right, first, this isn't a bit I want to run by, but I'm pissed because I came up with a joke that I can't even tell.
What do you mean?
It's like, hey, I just came up with it, and it's like, it's not me. It's not my joke. It's not. I mean, like I can. It's my joke. I just wrote it, but it's like
it doesn't fit your
style. It's not true.
So,
So it doesn't fit anything. It's antithetical from everything I'm saying.
Okay. Once I hear it, I'll probably understand.
Me and my girlfriend just celebrated our anniversary.
Right, I see.
So I can't. Yeah, we just celebrated our anniversary. We've been together for too long. It's just easy joke.
That is good. That
easy
is
joke.
Good.
Maybe you could do that with the wife or whatever.
That's a funny thing.
Put that in the back pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that original.
You just have to get into a relationship for 2 years, then you can
just for the joke, and then if she heard that, we'll break up and like worth every penny.
Yeah, it's like worth
anything for 10 new seconds.
10 new seconds of material is very crucial. Do anything for it.
All right.
That's funny.
Can you pass me my book? Because I had something written down there.
Where is it?
Corner of my table. Yeah.
Black book.
Black book.
Kelly Blue book right there.
Kelly Black book. Blue
That's
book?
right. Kelly Blue book. Cars.
Blacklisted.
We should ask.
I
what's
want to
his name?
run by you. For it. I got 2 bits I really want to run past.
Okay.
Number one. It's working, but I think it's need to be better.
Snappy.
Nah, it's just There's
no polish.
It needs to be better.
Got it.
Or fun, and maybe just another funny example. But going through the airport.
Yeah.
They had when I was going to Chicago, going through the airport, they had like the canine bomb sniffer dog thing.
Oh, I love those dogs.
Just sniffing everyone for bombs.
Yeah.
Right? But in line next to me was a guy with a service dog. So when the canine got to us, it just started sniffing the service dog's asshole. Because that's what dogs do.
Uh-huh.
And so the cop is yanking him. Eventually gets him, after 10 seconds, he gets the dog away from sniffing the butt, and they just like start to continue down the line. And I'm thinking, like, is no one going to take a look? Is no one going to take a look up the dog's ass to make sure?
Yeah.
If there's no dog. So I have all that working.
That's funny.
And then I had this other line, like, I don't know. Like, did it smell delicious or suspicious? And it was...
Yeah, I heard when you said that.
And that hasn't been clicking, so what I'm going to do now is, like, is anyone going to take a look up there? No one's going to check? All right, we're just going to assume it smelled delicious and not suspicious. All right, so I turned to the guy... I turned to the owner of the service. I turned to the owner and I was like, "Hey, what breed is that? A Yorkshire Terrierist?" Oh, see, I think that'll get him because if I just play deeper into this character, it might work. But I'm curious if you have any other take on that situation.
Yeah, that's a funny situation because like That would be a smart, like, if I wanted to smuggle something through, that would be a situation where, like, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You know that if you get stopped for drugs, they usually bring a dog to sniff. So if you have, like,
maybe they're collaborating.
Maybe there's a dog collab happening.
These dogs are like, I know what's going on here.
Right.
I'll keep my snout shut.
Yeah, right. Like, I'll keep my snout shut for you.
Yeah.
Right. The dog is the
I
one
hope this
that
is not just turned into a whole wordplay joke.
No, I think it's funny, like, I maybe not focus on the dogs. I think it's funnier to focus on the interaction with, like, the humans, I think.
Yeah, because in my opinion, here it's like, I'm not saying there's a bomb, but I'm saying, like, why are we giving him the benefit of the doubt?
Right.
We need to check.
Well, how do you stop and frisk a dog? How do you pat him down? They like that. They like to be pat down.
Oh, so if he doesn't like it...
Right, if the dog's, like, afraid, like, please, like, you know, if, like, scared.
Kill my ankle.
Because all dogs like to be pet, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, if it's hiding up the ass, I don't think a petting...
Right.
Like, when you have to poop, there's something up your butt. If someone, like, pats you on the back, you're like, dude, relax, that hurts.
Well, like, usually, like, when you check
that.
a dog's ass, like, it has worms or whatever. Right?
I don't know.
Like, a dog has worms, that's, like, a thing.
We'll look it up.
All right, anyways, I'm just trying to think of what could be funny with this.
So I was thinking, this hasn't hit, but I was also thinking, like, everyone, if you see something, say something. Everyone saw this.
Right, except
no one's doing anything about it.
The owner didn't see it.
Well, no one's doing anything. It doesn't matter. No one's doing anything about it.
Uh-huh.
So I acted responsibly. You know, I just took a whiff myself.
Right, like,
that hasn't hit, though.
Maybe, like, so I went up and acted like I was going to pet him, and then I did a little rub just to know.
A waft, maybe.
Right. Yeah, you drop something.
Bunsen
You
burner?
drop something just to get a whiff.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
But it makes you look like a freak.
That's the point.
Yeah, I know that.
I feel like I haven't got...
That's fine.
Because I ended it, it was like, no one's going to take a look up there? No one's going to... Yeah. Does it smell delicious or suspicious? Like, I was like, so here's how I delivered it before.
Yeah.
No one's going to check. No one's going to take a look up there. Canine can't speak. We have no idea. Like,
That's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
Does it smell delicious or suspicious? And that's where I need the big laugh.
Well, that's
if that doesn't happen, but that hasn't got... It gets a giggle because it's a really funny bit.
Yeah.
I think it's a very funny idea, very funny premise. It's not a bad joke, delicious or suspicious, but it's not... I think I have to deliver it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think that rewording might come. But without that big thing where I really bring them in, then when I sniff the dog's ass, that's not as funny.
Yeah.
It's just weird. And that's Louis, right? That's Louis C.K. It's like his tags are just the weirdest thing.
Right,
but he gets them.
Yeah.
So like his opener to Sorry was you always expect Louis to say something really big and grandiose, and it was so simple. He gets a standing ovation for like a minute clapping, and everyone's like, he just goes, my favorite sex position is, and everyone dies because it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because it's out of nowhere.
And he says, my favorite sex position is reverse cowgirl.
Right.
I'm on top. And everyone dies because it's like, it's so stupid, but he just dug it even weirder because he had them. So if I can have them here, then I could whiff.
Well, maybe there's like last thing I'll say about it, like because the drug dogs when they get trained, right? It's common that they get scent, like they get scent of drugs.
Do we need to have this dog take like sexual harassment training?
Well, that or like do drugs smell like dogs' assholes or something? Like because like when dogs get trained, they sniff drugs. That's how they smell them. Because they know what marijuana smells like or whatever. It's like maybe the joke is like I didn't know dogs' asses smell like marijuana, something like that.
Maybe. I think different angle.
Different angle.
Yeah. Well, I think because you said like they're trained. They were trained.
Yeah.
But I like the end I wrote today. This part was new today. Like, is that a Yorkshire terrorist? What breed is that? A Yorkshire terrorist?
Yeah.
Because it adds to the character I'm building that I'm convinced something's wrong. I'm being an asshole, which is most of my jokes, I think. Not most of them, but a good chunk of them. Where it's like, I know I'm wrong, but I'm right. Like, I know I'm wrong, but I'm right. And that's Yorkshire Terrier.
Yeah, I get it.
Versus
Terrier.
I think most people will get that. Everybody loves a good Yorkie.
Yeah, and everyone likes wordplay, I think. Most people do.
Matt Hurley does.
Yeah, he loves... Yeah, run by Matt.
Follow the port copy.
All right, I'll do one, and then we can do one more for you.
Yeah, go. time.
Yeah, so like I have a lot of anxiety, clearly. Movie theaters bring me a lot of anxiety now. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm afraid to go to movie theaters now because I'm afraid I'm going to get shot.
I think I heard you say this yesterday.
I don't know if I did this yesterday. I can't remember. But yeah, maybe I did. So like,
kind of lost it.
Yeah. So the joke is, I think they should do more to accommodate people like me that want to still go to the movies, but they're afraid to. So like, I think during movies, like every 10 minutes, they should like have gunfire in a scene, regardless of the movie. Like if I'm seeing like, you know, Bros, I think 10 minutes in, they should just have gunshots. So at least like when the guy comes around, he'll be like, someone already got it.
What if also like you don't want to be, because I feel that would confuse you. So you don't want to be confused. Like I love action movies, but I can only watch those from home. If I go to a movie theater, I might confuse the real gunshots for the movie or vice versa. Something like that,
Maybe.
Because I feel like if you see them, you would be alarmed, period. They're not training you. They're just confusing you by doing that.
Yeah. It's not funny. We'll move on. I don't like it.
You could just say, like, I stopped going to see action movies in the theater. I can't. With all these mass shootings in movie theaters going around. Like,
I can't see anything with, like, gunfire in it. It freaks me out.
Not it freaks you out, but, like, I don't know, like, maybe I'm, like, checking my phone and the shot in the movie goes off. I'm like, holy shit, they're coming after. Like someone's in there.
Or like when the gunfire is happening, there should be something on the screen that says this is part of the movie. Like there should be like a subtitle, this is part of the movie.
You ever, like middle school element, you ever try to close your textbook in class while you fart? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. That sounds to distract.
Like how do you know a shooter's not doing the same thing with the movie? Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
If you can really convince someone that shooting up a movie theater in an action movie is the same thing as closing a book when you fart,
the connection.
I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, like I know the idea has something funny, and I just can't make the connection. But that's something. Yeah, I didn't think about like just specifically talking about like I don't see action movies anymore.
Yeah, because it's not like you won't go to movie theaters. It's like no, I just don't want to be fooled.
Yeah,
something like that. You got any others?
That was one I was trying. I don't want to do the ones that are kind of working.
No, do those because it's always good to expand.
That's true. So I have a joke about like how my girlfriend says like she told me like she wanted kids, and I was like,
I think I heard you.
And I was like why do you think that I could have kids? And she was like, well, I just think you're very independent, and I didn't know what to say to that, so I just said she could be a great single mom.
Yeah, well, no, so I thought,
I said it differently, but that's
I was like, you're very independent. I'm like, so you want an absent father? That's what I thought it meant.
Well, that's the joke, basically. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So,
I think saying you could be a great single mom is funnier because it's one step farther.
She said, I want your kids or I want kids. How'd she say
I want your kids.
I want your kids. Like, you're very independent. I was like...
Yeah, I like that about you.
So you want me to leave? Or like, you want an absent father?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you look like a great single mom. Like, I didn't know how to compliment her back. I'm like, yeah, you'd make a great single mom.
Yeah, you do very great.
If you just lean into the confusion, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You're independent. What was the rest of the conversation?
That was mainly it.
Or maybe she said, like, I want to have kids, but I want you to have custody.
Right, yeah.
Like, I want... Maybe she wants your alimony payments. She wants kids. She wants your money.
Yeah.
She just doesn't want you.
Right.
Maybe that's something that might cut too deep.
But anyways, I try to expand it. The part that's not working that I'm trying to make a joke for, because I like that just being quick, is I like talking about like actually I do want kids for a valid reason, like my bloodline, like my family won't continue. Right. So I wanted to do something about that.
So where's the humor in that?
Right, the humor I was trying to create is like, I tried to do like a Game of Thrones reference, where I was like, I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for House Charmats. Like, I'm doing this for my knighthood or something like that, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Maybe you make that a larger, like, guys...
Because it's very specific.
Men don't want kids. Women want kids for...
They want something to do.
Men want kids for the... No. Women want kids out of love.
Yeah.
Men, we just want someone to continue having our last name. We want the
Right.
bloodline. I need the House of Charmats.
Yeah, I need my name.
If you paint that, because like you're saying you're a dick.
Yeah.
But a dick compared to who? A dick compared to your girlfriend. But that's a very relatable thing. Maybe you can blow it up in the larger context.
Yeah, maybe that.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. What do you got? What's
I
your
got
other
one more. The first half is doing real well. I
Uh-huh.
can't figure out the second half. So I woke up from a nap. I'm gonna say this isn't the bit,
Hmm.
but I woke up from the nap, and the first thing I thought of was like, "Fuck waiting for marriage." I'm saving myself for like, if I were to do it over again, I wouldn't save myself for. I'd save myself for a rock bottom. And I was like, okay, Adam, now go prove that bit. So I got the first part, which is marriage.
Yeah.
Right? Don't save yourself for marriage. I'm not doing that. All right? Because the first time you ever have sex, that is the worst sex you're ever going to have.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So you really want to spoil your wedding day, the happiest day of your life, with beginner dick? You don't want that. I think that's good. But then I can't figure out the rock bottom part.
I see.
And even just saying the word rock bottom, like I'm saving myself for rock bottom, that gets a laugh. So like it's there, but like why? And it doesn't have to be real. It just has to be dumb, but silly, but true.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So like you're
Wrong but right. I
Right.
think that's the point here.
Right.
Because the first half is very wrong, but it's also very right. Like happiest day of your life. Finally, I can fuck.
Yeah.
Happiest day of your life. No, I don't want to spoil this. Right? It's wrong, but it's right. So it's like, I want to wait till nothing in my life is going well to fuck.
Right.
So I was like, part of it is like, okay, well, when you don't, rock bottom is like when you lost all faith in yourself. But when you have sex, you feel pretty good about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe but that part wasn't hitting, right? It's like, I don't care how much I don't believe in myself. Every time, no matter how bad my the sex was, every time I leave that room, I'm like, I am the man. And that never hit.
Yeah.
I've
No,
done
I
that
remember
3 or 4
you saying
times
that
now.
part.
I'm the goat.
Yeah. So like
It's got to hit harder than the marriage part. Like,
yeah, I'm just trying to
rock bottom.
I'm just trying to understand the bit fully. So like
Why would you save yourself for rock bottom?
right, rock bottom is
Why would you
basically-
fuck when everything's going wrong as opposed to fuck when you're married?
I
Or
see.
maybe save yourself from something other than rock bottom, but don't save yourself for marriage. Save
Right.
yourself for
for this, right, saving yourself for something more
Yeah.
realistic.
not more realistic, but just stupid.
Hmm.
What's an inverse? Like save yourself for divorce?
Right. Save yourself for when something's going really wrong, because then it feels better. You're saying, right? Like
yeah, but maybe that's not the angle. Maybe that's not why. Like, why else would you save yourself for rock bottom?
right. Save yourself from a mistake. Don't fuck. Save yourself.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
So let's stick with rock bottom. What does rock bottom look like?
Rock bottom looks like you're unemployed,
Unemployed, homeless.
You got nothing going.
What do you wear?
When you're in rock bottom,
Yeah.
like you have your athletic shorts on from middle school. You're wearing your old wife beater. I don't know. I'm just trying to
I guess if you can
understand.
basically, I'm trying to. If you can have sex when you're at rock bottom, you can do anything.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like that's not funny though. Like the humor is in the idea.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh, that's a good joke. The first part is you're gonna ruin the happiest day of your life with beginner dick. That's funny.
Right. That whole
No, you
concept
want to wait
is-
for rock bottom when
Yeah.
nothing's going. Then you want to have sex because it's gotta just be right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Trying to help you with this one. I don't know though.
So maybe not rock bottom. When would you save yourself?
Well, I think the whole joke is saving yourself for marriage is stupid because you're ruining the best day of your life with the worst thing ever, which is marriage. Maybe that's the joke.
Well, I kind of did. I was like,
You kind of said that.
well, no, before I did that, no. Like the first time I did the joke, I was like, no, I want to save for myself for rock bottom. The only issue is, for men, rock bottom is their wedding day, and that was
Right.
groans. And
So maybe that's why people wait because they want their life to be ruined immediately.
yeah, that's probably it.
Maybe that's it.
But I don't like that angle as much. I want to do a more absurd, which is not what I
Save
do
yourself.
usually. So this is why I
save yourself in marriage. Save yourself. Because when I hear save yourself in marriage is I'm still thinking about that. I'm not thinking about another scenario because I associate the joke is very very easily there with marriage is the rock bottom. But I know you're trying to think of something actually different. That's why I'm struggling.
What about saving yourself for divorce? Why would you save... Once you're divorced, then you could fuck.
Right.
We shouldn't save ourselves for marriage. We should save ourselves when we have to save our marriage.
Yeah.
Save ourselves until we need to sit, like...
Yeah.
Well, you've always heard of people having kids to save a loveless marriage. So that's kind of dumb. Comment.
Yeah.
Comment.
Maybe they have an answer for you.
Save yourself for prom. Save yourself for your first Big Mac. Something like that.
Something like that.
Like, when do you want to fuck the most?
When you're horny. When you haven't fucked in a while.
What makes you the horniest? When you haven't fucked in a while.
When you haven't fucked in a while.
No. Well, what would heighten that?
Disagreements.
I think I also had another angle on this too. It's like, get that notebook out. Yeah, I guess I didn't write it in this book. I don't know.
But maybe we'll figure something out.
First part is there.
Yeah.
Just keep it on the back burner for now, but I think, all right. We're back to work.
Yeah, we're getting back at it again. It's going to be a little rocky, but...
we're at 56.
We're
that was 20 minutes of bits. We're sorry. This
Jesus
was terrible.
Christ.
None of us got anywhere with anything.
that was crazy. All right, well, I guess we'll get it back next week.
Piece of pie.
Yeah, we'll just have to get more energy.
You're bringing... What kind of pie you bringing next week?
Blueberry, probably. Stick on the theme.
We haven't done blueberry
pie. All right, well, that was episode 7 or 8. Can't remember.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
I think we're anywhere from episode 5 to episode 8.
Yeah, we'll put our social media on the screen now for you.
At the Adam Jake Show, Adam and Jake Show, Adam Jake Show. Just
Adam Jake Show. Follow us on there on Instagram. We'll have this video out shortly.
Come to Me to Laugh this Friday.
Big show.
October 21.
Alex
Castaigne, Michael Furr, Will Issinger, Saray, who's now joining.
Nice.
And Parker Brown. Love Parker Brown.
Very funny.
Destroyed last night.
Yeah, very funny guy. All right. Cool. That's it.